Hello, my name is Ashley Watterson, and I'm the coordinator for First Year Experience. And this is my presentation on integrating the first year experience into the foundation seminar. So just a little bit of history and context before we get started. So I was the first coordinator ever hired at CSUSB for first year experience back in December of 2018. There's definitely a need for some intentional support and programming for first year students, as there was a lot of individual things that were happening across the campus, but nothing that was really centralized. We did have an 86% retention rate, but 57% of students were off track to graduate within their first year, meaning that they could not technically progress into their sophomore status because they hadn't completed enough units. There was also a revision to the GE in which the foundation seminar was created under category E. So it's intended for first year students, a lot more on academic inquiry, different disciplinary ways of thinking, metacognition, and really helping students to learn how to be a college level learner. What's unique about this is it is a required course, so all first year students have to take it, which is unique in that not a lot of institutions across the US or first year experience programs have a requirement for students to take a class within their first year. A lot of them are often opt-in classes. And so the first semester of the foundation seminar was in fall of 2019. So right when quarter semester happened, right when COVID happened. But by that time, FYE had developed new programming and resources. And this was the first semester that we partnered with the student mentoring program to integrate mentors into the class. So just want to talk a little bit where we're at on the assessment cycle. So with the mission, goals, and objectives, still building a little bit, but there was an FYE task force that we utilized in 2019, 2020 to develop some of our guiding principles, which I'll share in a minute. And really now we're at this determining desired outcomes and the effect and how we're measuring things. So in this discovery phase and really in a collaborative decision-making process. So with developing the FYE guiding principles, again, we leveraged the task force for this. It had leaders from across the campus, including from academic affairs, so undergraduate studies, student affairs, enrollment management. So there were 11 members that were on this task force. The process was facilitated by Dr. Rachel Beach, and it was really collaborative and it was viewed from multiple lenses, a lot of input and discussion about what exactly is unique about CSUSB and how do we serve first year students. It did go through multiple drafts. We spent at least 5 meetings on the development of these guiding principles, maybe even more. Additionally, it was reviewed and we did receive feedback from students, which is obviously critical because we wanted to make sure that it was well received, that it made sense, and that it was really connected to what they felt was important for first year students. Through the development of the guiding principles, we've realized, and in a lot of ways was intentional, that it is really aligned with the first year seminar student learning outcomes. So whether that's surrounding understanding university structure, university resources, helping them develop a sense of belonging, learning to reflect on who they are as a student, their academic abilities. There's a lot of alignment. So it's been a great opportunity to partner with the foundation seminar. I also wanted to share that there has been also a lot of alignment across the campus. So it's not just about the alignment with the foundation seminar, but the guiding principles that FYE has is also connected to the strategic plan, academic affairs, student affairs, and enrollment management. So these are just a couple of examples, but really there's a lot of connection across the board. So over the last year, we've really been in this discovery phase. So after the FYE task force, we have developed the FYE operations committee. I've also held discovery meetings with faculty. So really learning about what they're experiencing in the classroom and ways that FYE can be more proactive, not only for the students, but also in support of the faculty, because we know that they have a lot going on with their own curriculum, but we wanted to still provide them some resources so that they didn't have to do additional work, because we can be that support system for them. Additionally, first year experience has partnered with a student mentoring program to do presentations to the foundation seminar instructors, and we'll be receiving some feedback from them about the ways that they plan on incorporating first year experience and mentors into the class. And then coming up soon, we will be developing an assessment working group to really start working on this next level of the assessment planning. Just wanted to note some of the logic model inputs. So here are some of our campus partners that we will be working closely with, and I'm sure that this will continue to develop. But here are some of the key partners, and a lot of these people have either been on the task force or are in the operations committee. So we will continue to leverage their perspectives and insights and partnerships throughout the entire process. And then last, I wanted to share where we are at and where we're going. So we are actually in the process of hiring a new person, a first year experience senior lead coordinator in our office, which is really going to help to take us to the next level. I've kind of reached my capacity in terms of my workload. So we are bringing on this new person. Additionally, with these presentations we've been doing, we'll be able to integrate first year experience into the foundation seminar. So we'll see how that goes. In the spring, like I mentioned, we'll be initiating this working group to develop an assessment plan. We'll be able to determine the desired effects and measures. And then in the summer, we'll have time to develop our timetable, the assessment plans, and then determine what are the outcomes we really want to focus on for the next year. And then in the fall and the spring, so next academic term, we'll be able to gather data. But I think it's important that we'll have to consider the multiple operationalization of what's happening, not just through first year experience, what students are experiencing outside of our program as well. So that'll be really important for us to create a full picture of how we're making an impact on first year students. So that's kind of where we're at. I really just want to thank ACLE for the opportunity, and I want to give a special thanks to Jennifer, Judy, and Pamela for all of their support over the last year and their continued support. Thank you so much.